The Voyage is pretty sick, and I'm going to ramble incessantly for a while about why I consider Holiday World really just a great place, honestly. So, what you're seeing here is somebody who doesn't know how to edit videos at all. I basically just bought a GoPro with the intention of wearing that shit on roller coasters, like with the mount, you know. Nah, like almost none of these parks allowed it. This one sure didn't. But anyway, so we're going in for Hollywood Nights. Second year in a row I've done this. 3 years in a row I went to this park. Phenomenal. Last year was honestly pretty fucked because like everyone and their mom had, you know, not gone to parks because pandemic shit. And so it was like an hour and a half wait or whatever for Voyage during the only day where it was open, right? But this year, the Honey I Shrunk the event or whatever, you had to win like some stupid lottery or whatever to get in. And I didn't get in, but my friend Colson next to me did, so sweet. So yeah, that's how I got into that. All right, so this just, you see like this cut that happened here? That's not talent, that's just I just hit stop and then start. So anyway, I have no idea how I'm going to fill this whole 28 minutes because I really don't know how to edit videos. In fact, I have like a friend who's like, hey, can you merge like all of these GoPro videos together so I can just do a voiceover? Anyway, and let me just get ahead of this weed real quick. Hold on. All right, so anyway. So what I do when I go to these parks is just me. My friend over here doesn't partake, but it's Delta 9 is what it's called, and I get these caramels that you can like have freaking delivered like to your door in all 50 states, and I pop one of these caramels very often too, and it just gets me shithoused at the park, which is just great. So, you know, that dopamine release is just a lot more intense when you're, you know, dropping off of a 170-foot drop on the world's best wooden coaster while stoned out of your shit. So, anyway, so we're approaching the park, and now you can see fucking Raven, which honestly grew on me dramatically, and you haven't ridden Raven unless you ride it like in the dead of night, right? So, freaking, sorry, I'm high. Anyway, so yeah, we're approaching the front gate at not sped up levels, which means I have to keep talking for a really long time. But, so we're entering on a Friday. So what happened when we did this ridiculous trip, look at that cut again, like just masterful. Actually, who cares about what I was talking about? Look, we have the American Coaster Enthusiast cards because we're important. You can't see my credit card numbers. That's good, because that would have been fucked. Anyway, so I have really no idea what we're talking about because I just muted everything. Like when I originally started doing this recording stuff, I tried to like say quirky stuff as I'm walking around, and I'm like, it's too much. Like I'm out of breath, going up and down hills, not being funny. So really, I'm just here to voice over it 2 months later. Whatever. So we teleported to inside the park, and on the right here, there's, I don't know whether I even go in there or not, but I bought a badass Raven shirt. It's my third year in a row buying bullshit at Holiday World that if I wear it anywhere other than an amusement park, people will look at me like I don't have a lot of sex. But in the parks, it's like, it's your badge of honor. Like when I travel alone, man, all I have to do is just wear an obscure coaster t-shirt from a park from another part of the country, and then just every enthusiast just kind of like, it's like a secret society. It's pretty dope. So like whenever I travel alone, like I'm never really alone, just wear a coaster shirt and you'll make a new friend. Like 90% of the time. Unless you're at like fucking Disney World or something, then nobody cares. But anyway, so we're at Holiday World, as I already told you. And yeah, we're walking toward Legend, but it's probably going to take a while, so I need to fill in the silence. Regarding Holiday World, look at this fucking shitty fucking editing. God. All right, so I teleported back facing the wrong way. I don't even know what I was going for here. Clearly, this is my first attempt at doing this kind of YouTube channel. At least, though, I've got like the image stabilization bullshit. Like, as I'm sitting here defending it, it looks fucked. But on the most part, like, the idea of why I bought a damn GoPro was so I could wear it, and then it's got like the smoothing thing so it doesn't look like jank, shitty bullshit. But right now, I think at some point here, I don't know if it already happened, but I was wearing the wrist strap, and I just looked like a doofus walking around, like, my arm up in the air, and I think I gave up on it or something, because I never put the chest mount or any of that on because it makes me look like an idiot, like, you know, walking around the park just with some shit strapped onto me. But I wanted to record very lazy footage for a YouTube channel. I just wanted to try some shit. And I mean, if you're hating this, boy, do I have stuff you're not going to want to watch, because I recorded 5 parks on this trip. And if I'm motivated, I'll do one of these stupid things over all of them. We went to fucking I'm going in wrong. Holiday World's the first one. And then after that, I hit Kentucky Kingdom for like 5 or 6 hours. And my next video is going to be shitting on T3 a lot, so look forward to that shit. And then after that, I dispersed and I was alone. And then I hit Indiana Beach for the first time. Absolutely sick. And then fucking Cedar Point, where I just did the whole park wrong, basically. I just went on like corkscrew and stuff that, like, you know, I haven't ridden in years. Maybe we should give it another chance. And the idea was I was just going to marathon the good shit later on. Got the fast pass and then got rained out before I could go on Millennium Force or Maverick. I got one on Steel Vengeance, though. Anyway, we're not at Cedar Point. We're at Holiday World. And I've just noticed that this footage is... Man, I thought I walked faster than this. I don't know. Well, anyway, fucking Raven. Let me tell you about Raven real quick. They have this sign. Fuck this. Dude, my hand... It's driving me crazy. It looks like shit, and I don't know how to edit it out without, you know, editing. I don't know how to edit. So, what am I doing? Okay, so Raven, they have this sign, like right at the front of the station, and there's no sign I want to steal more. I won't, and I haven't, and I'm not gonna, but it says, "Beware, the Raven may steal your glasses. Glasses straps are available at gift shops," or whatever. And having that in a house with no context is absolutely hilarious, because it has just some bird stealing your fucking glasses, and there's no context of it being a fuck it. Look at this. What am I doing? Do I not know how to turn off a fucking whatever? That's Legend, and Legend grew on me a lot. When I went the first year, I was like, well, that's kind of jank. Then I went last year with Hollywood Nights, and I really enjoyed it, loved it a lot, and I think they've done some serious track work, because that thing went up like 20 spots in my rankings. I got like, out of 279, I got what? Raven and Voyage is like 26, 27 or something like that, like right next to each other. So I'm recording this useless footage right now of me going down this path. It's a Friday, by the way, which is pretty sick, like to have like no lines like this. And that's one thing that separated this year from last year's event was it was just crowded like a madhouse that time. But this time, dude, it was a ghost town. Marathoning shit all you want. I rode, my final count on this was like 8, 10, something like that. Raven, the same thing in Voyage, I rode like 5,000 times. I mean, it's just excellent. Didn't get on Howler this year because that coaster is in like, look at my hand again, man. I legit don't know how to, I think I improved on this stupid shit in future videos. Like, I think I turn it off by like not just showing the world like my fucking fingerprint all over the... This is great footage. I hope I'm entertaining enough to cancel out this not great footage. Okay, that Oasis bullshit. I have to give Holiday World all of the credit in the world, because they have drink stations absolutely everywhere. It's free, self-service. One thing about me is I like to drink like a fucking gallon of water a day, and doing that in an amusement park is fucked. Not at Holiday World. I'm talking, I had to stop drinking water because I was bloated from water. I mean, like, being able to say that about an amusement park, phenomenal. I mean, I'm loving that shit, right? So there's a hat shop to the left that I didn't enter. I don't know why I'm talking about it. So up in the, never mind. I was about to tell what was in that scene, but then I cut it off. That's where you go to Howlers. That's about it, and some flats. So out in the distance, you see the coaster that you got clickbaited into I think I fucked that sentence up. But anyway, like, that's Voyage, and it wasn't my number one going into this trip, but it is now. They did, dude, This thing's absolutely fucking phenomenal. So basically, it's the length of 2 freaking roller coasters, right? And it gets faster. It's better in the second half than the first half, which I can only say for very few freaking coasters. And it's somehow aging like fine wine, because every year it gets better. And they did all this track work to where at night, marathoning with only enthusiasts, stoned, just straight marathon of the best wood coaster, and then the crew, just the coolest freaking people. It became my number one. What's cool about Holiday World is it never really gets too fucked in terms of like crowds and stuff. So just if you go on an off-season weekday, or honestly maybe any weekday, and even some weekends, because this is Friday, you're walking on to the Voyage, man, which is honestly, in my opinion, a pretty strong kind of, look at that motherfucker. God, I love that roller coaster. So being able to ride the shit out of it really makes a difference, and it dethroned Steel Vengeance partially because of that. Like, Steel Vengeance was my number one. But you have to wait so long. Like, you need such perfect conditions or special events or something to be able to marathon Steel Vengeance. And it sucks. Like, and I mean, call me like a piece of shit, but like having to wait even 45 minutes for a ride deters from my overall enjoyment of it, you know. But if I'm riding that, you know, adrenaline and dopamine high on what I now consider the best coaster on Earth, just over and over, like not even getting out of the train, basically. When I was at Holiday World fucking 2 years ago in 2020, not for Hollywood Nights, I just stayed in the front row and didn't get up 20 times in a row. The ride ops were just counting down. All right, that's number 17. And I stayed there so long that when I got out, my legs were like spaghetti, and I actually tripped and fell because it was just too much Voyage or something. So between that year, I rode it, I think I rode it 20 times. Yeah, 20 times. Last year I rode it 6 because it was fucked because all the enthusiasts were there and like long lines and shit. And this year I think it was 17. So I can pretty much say with confidence with 43 or whatever rides that Turkey World. Look, I don't know if I point to it, but it's to the right. There's some turkey ride bullshit, like some shooter thing. The clucking, is that what turkeys do? They don't cluck, whatever they do. But it's awful. It is one of the worst. I hate it. I mean, it's not justified why I hate that shit so much. Yeah, it's behind us to the right. Good. I'm not fucking displaying it. But anyway, it's so obnoxious and annoying, and honestly, I'm probably the only person who hates it, but I just irrationally hate it. So over there to the left, you've got the Plymouth Rock Cafe, which I think I'm pretty confident actually that it is my favorite amusement park restaurant, period. Like, just straight up. I mean, it's fucking June, and I'm sitting here eating turkey and stuffing and gravy and bread and mashed potatoes and shit. I mean, and then the chicken and dumplings, it's basically just like baby food lumps, but it's so fucking good. And where else can you get that shit? So I think we ate there 3 times in 2 days, which is just ridiculous. But I mean, you get a lot of calories, but walking up and down these hills, you burn them off, I guess, maybe. I don't think that's how that works. That swinging chip is cool. I rode it once, whatever. Okay, so I gotta say, this GoPro is like way better than just recording this shit with my phone, because I'm a spaz. Like when I walk heavy and jitter around. So to have that stabilization, I actually get a good shot of this. Oh, by the way, if you're some coaster channel or whatever, and you just want footage from any of my videos ever, just take it. Don't even credit me. I don't want the credit. Fuck the credit. Just steal the footage. You're good. I intentionally keep my face out of the videos a lot because, like, who wants to see that? I mean, like, maybe you'll see me in a mirror. I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to be like a YouTuber with my face and shit. Like, I mean, I've got another YouTube channel, the Funbox Karaoke. I'm not fucking blasting myself there either. You guys care about the coasters and not about my face. Anyway, we're walking about 20 miles uphill to get to Thunderbird, which is totally worth it, but it's kind of weird. Like, this park clearly is developed weird. Like, it started in the front with Raven, and then went forward with Legend, and then dug out deeper. Like, they added seasons or whatever. and then the Voyage, and then they just kept the park going further away from the gate on this just like, it's like they bought a new parcel of land and just dropped a B&M wing coaster on it and just long ass walk, this uphill shit. It's rough. But, so last year, Thunderbird was fucked the entire Hollywood Nights weekend. I had ridden it in 2020, but I never rode it at night, with the event where, normal people aren't allowed in the park, only, crazy people like me. And the environment of it, like at night, that B&M shit going through the woods, premium, dude. Absolutely premium. So, I don't know what it is, but like the gracefulness, the going between trees and shit. Honestly, it's just a remarkably good time. And I have a hot take. It's actually not a really hot take because I bet you half of you are going to agree with me, but like, I'm thinking that the default, every future B&M wing coaster needs a launch. Fuck the stupid lift hill shit. Like, this roller coaster defecates all over Gatekeeper, dude. Like, it's not even funny how much better it is than Gatekeeper. And I think that launch is a huge integral component as to why it slaps so hard. So, as you can see, I'm like, halfway through my pilgrimage to fucking Thunderbird. Like, you have to like commit. Like, literally, when you're at Holiday World, Raven and Legend are basically farting on each other, so you can just kind of bounce back between them all you want, right? And then Voyage is a little bit further down, but it's the Voyage. But for you to go to Thunderbird, it's like, you have to commit. Like, you see how long this is taking and how much time I'm filling up with just nothing, like no content, because it takes so long to walk up this hill. Anyway, have we even seen the launch in this video yet? I'm assuming with me walking at a snail's pace that we'll see it. But anyway, super fucking graceful. One thing that Thunderbird has, it's got one of my favorite stations ever. Like, it's really, there's the launch though. I mean, look at that. Why would you do anything else on a B&M wing? That thing kicks ass. It slaps your mom twice. I mean, it's a great fucking roller coaster, right? Dippin' Dots are cool too. Anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna pay a lot of attention to Thunderbird right here because I'm gonna teleport real quick. You see how I'm going where you're not supposed to go? That's because, hey, the guy's shirt explains it. Honey, I shrunk the bullshit. So, They limited, I think, to like 500 people. Dudes on the left, they know me. It's the first time I ever met him. I'm like, all right, hi dog, Thunderbird though. Anyway, new teleport. So that's literally like almost what was that? Was that like just 2 seconds of whatever? So last year there were 1 million people and it was just crazy. This time, like, nobody was there. They invited too few people. Like, everyone wants to just marathon rides. But on Friday, it got better on Saturday, but on Friday, they didn't even have enough people to fill the fucking trains. Like, if you're riding the Voyage late at night and you want it to be at its, full potential or whatever, you need a full train because of like physics and shit. So that part was dumb. But yeah, they just need to invite more people next time. It was so exclusive that everyone was like, fuck that. Like, people who had been coming since it was Stark, Raven, Mad just got the shaft because they, their system with the lottery was kind of fucked. I honestly, and I should have even been there. I didn't get accepted. But my friend Colson, he's just the luckiest guy ever. He sits here collecting phantom credits when he closes his eyes and he remembers that he went to Marineland when he was 9 and shit. Meanwhile, I'm struggling what am I talking about? Anyway, so I'm going to sit here for uncomfortably long waiting for the Voyage to come through. And since it's not edited, you have to kind of just endure this miserable wait with me. So one of the gimmicks that they do for like the enthusiast events is they let you do the walkthrough. So I'm set up to get really, really excellent shots of the Voyage. But it's not really all that, and Thunderbird, it's not really all that special because like every other enthusiast has their camera up too. So we're all just getting like 45 versions of exactly the same footage. But they have better equipment and better channels and better personalities, so people are going to watch their footage instead of mine. But I needed to have footage of my own for me to attempt whatever. What am I doing? I'm just trying to find some. I'm probably stoned out of my asshole right here too. So these really great footage. Like I center in when it's already gone. Like, all right, you see him struggling to walk. Like, dude, it's like uphill shit. Like the whole part. It's like you're going uphill both ways. Like when you're walking back, you're somehow still going uphill. Like that's my only beef with Holiday World, because other than that, Holiday World does everything right. They maintain their coasters like just amazingly. Look, random YouTuber on the left, like not acknowledging them. Lost my train of thought. Oh, there's the Voyage though. Check that shit out, man. And maybe the first good shot of the Voyage of this trip. Nope, I fucked it up. I mean, I don't know how to point the camera at like center. So anyway, I'm walking like haphazardly up the hill, and I think I'm almost to the point where they say, hey, fuck off, turn around, like that's the end of it or something. And do we get to go to the spaghetti bowl? I think we do. I mean, dude, I was so baked during this part that I'm kind of psyched. Like, I'm kind of just seeing this for the first time with you, quite honestly. And man, I need to clean the dust off my microphone, because 20 minutes in on this just one take lazy ass thing, my allergies are frying my ass right now. Oh my God. Anyway, leaving the coughs in there too, because I'm a professional. That dude hurt his leg. Yeah, I think I get to keep going. I think we go to the spaghetti bowl. I might be wrong, so like don't call your congressman if I'm telling you lies or whatever. But I mean, premium footage here, right? Just like gravel and just. Well, I mean, I'm the best. All right, so. By the way, those lanyards or whatever, I don't like them. Like you fucking, they're too big, and you're like forced to wear them, and it makes and you have to put it under your shirt, and it like pokes you and stuff. Like, can we just get like a badge or like a card or something instead of just this? Hi, my name is from, Casper, Wyoming, or whatever the fuck. Anyway, so this spaghetti bowl down here, blast, absolute blast. So when Voyage like starts, it goes uphill, and those hills are absolutely just premium shit. And around where this spaghetti bowl is kind of where a lot of roller coasters would end, right? But no, that's only halfway. And now that it's picked up all that speed and it's frantic and all that shit, then it's now at the top of the hill so that I can really show you what it's got. And for Hollywood Nights, they turn off those mid-course trims. And last year, I didn't really see that much of a difference, because I guess it didn't go into the mid-course all that fast. But this year, absolutely. Like, at night, when it was warmed up and when we were able to fill the fucking trains, at that point, it was great. Like, it would be going like, I have no idea what speed, but it was like 15, 20 miles an hour or something over where the mid-course is, which then, as a result, it just careens down the hill. I mean, it's just like exponential gravity or some shit. Whatever. It's not just hype. At night, in pitch darkness, marathoning this with like-minded enthusiasts, the best ride-ops in the fucking industry, right? It's the most premium experience I've ever had in an amusement park, and I think the vice president or something of Holiday World was there, and I said that exact line. I was sitting there just baked silly, and I'm like, sir, this is the most premium. Wait, how did I say it? I said, fuck, what did I say? The most premium experience possible in an amusement park. And I said it with like such conviction and like dreamy eyes and shit. I could tell that I made that guy's day, and I meant it. I mean, like, you gotta love a wood coaster that goes through the woods. Like, that's why I've got the Beast as my number 16. Even though it doesn't do a lot. By the way, that retrack though changed everything. It's not rough. It's fucking amazing. But it does the same thing the Voyage does, just going into the woods, like a scenic tour through the woods. It's just pleasant. The Voyage is basically that, just on cocaine. And as a result, you can't do better for a wood coaster than this. Like, it's suspiciously long, extremely well maintained. It's a park that loves enthusiasts. And I mean, I can't say enough about this. Like, if you care about roller coasters at all, specifically wood coasters, and you have the ability to go to Holiday World, or something and you don't go, then you're fucked. Like, don't go to Six Flags St. Louis and shit. Go here first and then go to Six Flags St. Louis. Like, why am I shitting on that park for no reason? They have 3 pretty badass wood. Boss, by the way, Boss is the best one. Y'all can suck my dick. Definitely the Boss. So I'm standing here with about 6 other. I quit. You saw how I quit. With 6 other people, so I can get the exact same shot that everyone's getting for. It's just not interesting. But we're gonna sit here and wait for it because what else? Whee! You see, the train isn't full. There's empty rows during a fucking enthusiast event. Does that sound like they invited enough people? I mean, I can deal with a station wait so that families who've been coming for 20 years can have a spot on the train with me. Like, a couple other enthusiasts were there like, yeah, well, honestly, fuck them, was like their opinion about the whole thing. Like, I got mine, so screw you. No, man. Like, they invited 500. What I think they should do is up it to like 1,000, 1,500, and then do it on 2 weekends. Like, I know that they really want to do like the freaking experience with just being able to marathon it. But I don't know. There's gray area between 90-minute wait and stay on train. That doesn't get full. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So anyway, I've got about 2.5 minutes left. So since I'm not editing this really at all, I should probably put in some closing thoughts. For starters, how the fuck did I fill 26 minutes already? That's pretty cool. I'm gonna probably go find some like copyright-free music or whatever to put under this to hide the static sound or whatever. So here I am waiting for the exact same shot I got earlier. You see everyone else with their phones. That guy in front, it looks like he's filming me. That's fucked. He's filming himself. Oh, it's like one of those TikTok selfie shits. Okay, got it. All right, so I'm just panning around not knowing what I'm doing and giving up. I honestly don't know where the footage ends. And I do know that I had some nighttime footage where I was like on Thunderbird and near Voyage and shit, but I didn't change like the ISO camera settings bullshit or whatever, and it looked abhorrent. Like it basically looked like you had like droplets of water like permanently on the screen while you were on bath salts, or not bath, like salvia. Let's go with salvia. It looked fucked, so I can't even use it. And if I want to record at night, I need to change the settings. I learned that when I was already home from my trip, so I couldn't really utilize it while I was there. That's kind of fucked. Anyway, so the Voyage, 10 out of 10. It is currently ranked my number 1 out of 279, and anything that wants to compete with it better step the fuck up. Honestly, I only see RMC Intamin or Gravity Group ever dethroning this. Like, it's just, and Gravity Group specifically, honestly, what we need is more parks with big ass budgets to build their own Voyage. Terrain, wood, crazy, and just let them be creative. Dude, ZDT, Switchback, Boardwalk Bullet, and then going back a little bit to Superstition Mountain when they were CCI. They're the most creative fucking roller coasters ever. All that shit's in my like top 20. Not Boardwalk Bullet, it's off, but Superstition Mountain and fucking Switchback are. So they can do all that creative, quirky shit on small budgets, but when they have a real budget, they can do masterpieces like this. Dude, every park worth a fuck needs to get a contract going with Gravity Group, and they need to stop fucking around. Like, they're the best. Look at this. What am I doing? Am I like filming the fucking turkey? I'm not even filming Voyage anymore. I'm not having a conversation that will at least get that last drop. Okay, there's 10 seconds left. All right, so thanks for tolerating me. I got absolutely nothing with that shot, but I hope you enjoyed. Yay, bye, fuck.